Hello. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines with me as your host, Karma of Afrocontigbo. Today, I will be introducing you to two wonderful African gentlemen who are entertainers in the Twin Cities, Minnesota area. So, before I continue, make sure that you like and subscribe because we're here every third Sunday of the month. Afrocontigbo is going to be talking with different entertainers in the Twin Cities, Minnesota area. Okay? All right, so introductions. I'm going to start with you, Petros. Can you just introduce yourself and tell us about yourself?
Yes, my name is Petros Haile. I'm from Eritrea, and I'm a promoter of Pan-African music in the Twin Cities. I've been doing that for the last, since 1994.
Oh, wow.
And I guess I would do it.
Yeah, that's good. Petros Haile. You've been doing it for decades. You've been in the game for a while.
Yes, yes. I think so.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, what about you, Karuza? Go ahead.
I'm Liberian.
LIB, whoop, whoop.
LIB is in the building. And what else am I missing?
I think that's okay for now.
Okay.
I'm going to focus a little bit on Petros, and then we'll come back to you.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Okay, so Petros from Eritrea.
Yes.
Very quickly, how many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak Eritrean, Tigrinya language. I also speak Ethiopian, English.
Some English?
It
does.
And I lived in Sudan, so I understand a little bit of Arabic.
Nice.
And Italy for almost 6-7 months, so I understand, but I cannot.
Right, but you can communicate. Yeah.
I can understand a little bit.
That's amazing. There's a lot of Africans who speak numerous languages. I mean, I speak English and I understand my language, Igbo, but I always wish that I could understand more. So that's amazing because I think like language kind of breaks open different things for you. You know, you can communicate with other people in their language. Already, you're like their friend. You know,
it does.
That's awesome. Okay, so Petros, we have you here. I mean, we could talk to you for like hours because you've been in this for decades. But today, we want to focus on what's coming up in December. So, can you tell us what you have planned for the African community here in the Twin Cities this December?
Okay. We have this annual celebration,
Okay.
the Pan-African music.
I'll go ahead and show one of this.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, this Sunday, December 22nd,
Okay.
at the Red Sea Restaurant and Bar, we have an appreciation day. Actually, it's 4 decades of Pan-African music. I've lived here for over 35 years, and I've seen different Pan-African musicians locally. In fact, the original from Sweetest of Africa, and reggae from the Calypso Monarchs. There's a few of them that has been going on in the Twin Cities for quite some time. So I just decided, this needs to be recognized.
Right.
And
It
for
does.
this year annual celebration, I decided, to appreciate those musicians
Yeah.
that has been going on for the 40 years.
Wow, that's awesome. So, are there some of these musicians that have been working with you for the past 40 years that will be there?
Yes.
Like
yes.
who?
Like the main feature is Innocent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Innocent.
Yep, Innocent.
It's a good band.
The reggae band, Shalita will be there.
Papa Shalita.
Papa Shalita.
Yes,
like,
okay.
Guest musicians,
Awesome.
and there's few of them.
Okay.
I think about 5 or 6 of them will be there.
Yeah.
And of course, the Afrocontigbo.
Yes,
dance group.
Afrocontigbo will be in
Afrocontigbo.
there. We'll be doing our thing.
Yes.
Yes. So we appreciate your business. You always give us different opportunities. So we're really grateful for
I'm
that.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Yes. Okay, what else can we expect at this event?
This event is going to start from 4.
Like African 4 or like 4/4, like American 4?
Yes, I'm hoping American.
Okay, we can only hope.
But you cannot neglect your culture, so
Yeah.
people come 5 after 4.
Yeah.
The door is still open. Yeah.
And do we need to be like dressed like in an African outfit, maybe, or is there a dress code?
Yeah, we're gonna have a contest.
Okay.
The
Wow.
best African women attire.
Okay.
So for that, there's gonna be a prize.
Nice.
I'm willing to throw $100.
Okay. So
every-
$100
Yes,
for the best dressed African female.
female.
Okay.
female,
What about the
Sorry, guys.
next time, next year?
Next time we don't start with the women. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so it'll be this Sunday from 4 to 9.
Okay.
And as I say, Innocent is going to be there, Afrocontigbo, Sholita. In fact, Lydia is going to be there too. I just saw her coming in.
Yes. Yay, Lydia. You guys are gonna get to meet Lydia in a little bit. She's awesome.
Naomi.
Yep. Caroline Naomi.
Caroline is phenomenal.
Yeah, she's great.
And I'm working with the other 3-4 of them, so they'll be there. So
Okay.
since an appreciation for 4 decades of entertainment, Pan-African entertainment, a lot of people. I'm expecting a lot of people there.
Yeah, we're expecting all of you there, guys. And would there be food? Like the restaurant has food,
The
right?
restaurant have food, which
Okay.
is next door.
Okay.
In fact, there's a door right next to from the bar.
Mhm.
You don't even have to go outside.
Okay.
So people, if they want to order,
You can get your food.
we'll assign waitresses to
Okay.
come and serve our guests.
Nice. That is amazing. I cannot wait. So December 22nd, 2019. Mark your calendars. There's going to be a great event from 4 to 9 p.m.
Yes.
So it's kind of early for Africans, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, and
Go have your dinner and party, and
party and everything.
Yeah.
Plus Sunday, not a lot of events.
it's true. It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people should come and appreciate Pan-African culture in the Twin Cities. Yeah.
I like that.
It came a long way, so
Yeah.
I'm encouraging everybody to come.
And if you guys didn't start that, decades ago, it would be really difficult for us
Yep.
to break through. So
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to invite Lydia to join us,
Perfect.
but we will see you on the 22nd.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you, Cormac.
Thank you. Okay. So
It's my turn.
it's your turn. Well, for now.
Yes.
I know you said you were from Liberia, Karuza.
I am Liberian. My parents are born in Liberia. I was born in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm African. I claim Liberian.
Yeah, 24/7. But you were born here.
That's it. Yep.
You're American born. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been home? Have you visited?
I've been home 3 times.
Okay.
I went home. The first time I went home, I was like 5 years old.
Oh, nice.
The second time, 12, and then when I was like 20. I'm 28 now, so
Okay.
yeah, a couple times.
So like 3 times. That's not bad. That's not bad. You do claim your roots, so we appreciate it.
LIB to the
Yes,
fullest.
LIB, and you're from Monrovia, to be
I
specific.
am. My mother is from Robertsfield. My father's also from Robertsfield. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like, but it's Monrovia.
Okay. Yeah, we
We
just
can
say
just
that
say-
because
yeah,
I
we can
don't.
say
I don't even
Monrovia.
know what that is.
Yeah.
but- Okay. So Karuza is your God-given name, or is that your DJ name?
Karuza is my actual name. My
It's like
God-given
on
name.
your
It's
ID,
on my ID,
Minnesota
my driver
ID.
license, my
That's
passport.
amazing.
Yep.
It sounds
Karuza.
like a Wakanda kind
It
of like
sounds very
Karuza.
powerful. It sounds very powerful. Like,
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
So, now, Karuza, tell us what you do, because I know you're an artist. I know that. It's the general form, though. We kind of want to know. We want to have a good idea.
I'm an artist first. I love creating things, but a lot of the things that I like to zone in on is DJing, production of music, fashion, and those are the 2 main things: music,
Okay.
music and fashion. Those are the 2 main things.
Do you make music?
I do make music. I produce
wow.
beats,
Okay.
and I'm currently on the music farm, trying to make music more, but I do make beats. So
Wow.
yes.
I didn't even know that, and I consider you a friend.
Most DJs they're on the production end and they DJ. Most DJs are most producers are DJs. Most DJs are producers. So
Right, right. They kind of like, once you're already there, you just dabble in
Yep.
the whole thing.
Yep.
Is there anything else you do besides that?
besides just
Do you have any other side hustle? Do you have side hustles? Or you don't have to talk about it, but I'm curious sometimes about artists. Like, is that all you do, or do you have to add on? Because I'm an artist myself,
Yeah.
and I did it full time, but then I had to take like a couple other part-time jobs, just to
Yeah.
keep up.
What's funny is I actually went to school for finance.
Oh,
I went to
nice.
school for finance. I do accounting.
Yeah.
Throughout the week. So
Okay.
That's my other part-time
Okay.
hustle.
That's
But
awesome.
the creatives is where I'm at. I enjoy doing
Is where you enjoy the
Yeah.
most.
Yep.
That is awesome. So, where do you currently spend most of your time, like DJing? Do you have a regular spot, or do you kind of go where you're needed, or?
A little bit of both, a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
I'm currently at I do my monthly events at Pimento
Okay.
over south. So it's called a frequency. It's from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. the last Saturday of every month. So I do that. That's my main spot. But
A frequency.
I frequency.
How did you come up with that name?
A buddy of mine, Toki, Reggie, and I came up with that name. So
3 people came up with that name.
3 people came
Wow.
up with that name. Yep, it's a collaboration.
That's awesome. I love the name though. I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. I want to be there.
We wanted to do something that was just to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
So Afro Quincy.
Yeah.
Afrequency. So
I love it. Okay. Well, I'll come right back.
Okay.
But Lidia just stepped in. Hey, Lidia. What's up? Lidia's lit, guys. You guys. Oh my goodness, Lidia. Before you tell us about yourself, I'm gonna tell people about you.
Okay.
A little bit, right? So I met Lidia at Jambo Africa, where I went there to watch Papa Shalita perform, and Lidia was singing. But then she was like breaking it down. She was. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I need to follow this girl. I need to like be her fan and just stalk her. So that's what I did. I started stalking her, and now she's here. So this is awesome. But yeah, so tell us please about yourself, just your full name and whatever else you want to share about you.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
my name is Lidia Sanguma, and I'm basically everything. I've been in this town for over, I think, maybe 15 years. Most people know me. I started as a dancer. That's how I connected with you. So I started as a dancer, and then I was a model, then an actress, and I started doing singing.
Right.
And also been kind of like I was a promoter, still am a promoter.
Yeah.
And I am from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
We have all of Africa in this room
Oh,
today.
yes.
Almost.
That's the beauty of it, right?
That is awesome, yeah. So, Lidia, you've been here for 15 years.
Yes,
In
I
the
think
art
15
world,
years.
kind of, yeah?
Yeah, in the art world, living in Congo is like everybody, no music. So I've been in it for a while,
Right.
and just been surrounded by it, and I love art. So just everything about it, that's where I get my fresh air.
Right.
So if you can do stuff that you love, keeps you young, keeps you going, and stuff like that. So and I love working with a lot of artists, in the local area, also outside, and learn a lot from it. People always say that I do my stuff backward. So I always call myself as a undercover artist, singer. So I just like working in the background. So,
Right.
yeah.
Make things happen that way.
Yes,
so.
yeah.
That's awesome. So, do you speak other languages?
Yes, I do. I speak Lingala, which is one of the national language in DRC.
That's just a language, right?
Yeah,
But
it's the language in Congo.
in Congo, yeah.
Yes, one of the national languages, and French, a little bit of French. Please don't ask me. And and then some Waka, and of course English, because
Right.
I kind of grew up here half of my teenage year here. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, because you sing in different languages.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I love Africa. I used to call myself like the African princess, or now the African queen. And
There's a few of you. There's a few
Yes,
African queens.
I know,
Okay,
right? There's a lot of us. We can share it.
contain everybody. We have enough crowns. So
Yes. So I just talk about myself, because there's so much beauty in the African languages, In Congo alone, we have like over 350 different languages.
Right.
So, and, the Bantu language, they're very similar. So, I've been in a lot of community, Liberian, Nigerians, and I learned so much, but there's so much similarities among us. So I just like to learn those languages and sing it. So sometimes when I'm performing, they actually think I'm from that country.
Right.
So are you from Kenya? No. Are you from Cameroon? No. So and I love it because I just blend in.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it.
when I first met you, I thought you were Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of So I just claim it. Sometimes I claim it.
You're like,
yeah,
okay, I'm
I am.
African.
Yeah. That's true.
So if we had to give you a title, though,
Okay.
Would we be able to fit you in something? What
No.
bucket? No. Okay. It sounds like you. It's like you're an artist. That's okay. Yeah, I
you can put
understand.
me as an artist.
Yeah. It depends on the time and day.
Yeah, it depends on the time and the day, but I will mostly say singer.
Singer. Okay.
Yes, I do sing, so you can put me in that category as a singer.
Nice.
So.
And I have a clip of you actually dancing.
Oh,
You were singing and then you were dancing. So I don't know if Malik might be able to put it up here, but yeah. But we'll see. Because I was recording you, you were singing, and then you just stopped singing. You were dancing for like 10 minutes.
There it is.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, hey.
Get it. Hey. And I was like, who's this? And you were on stage for like an hour.
Oh yeah, hour with heels, everything.
And that's Sheila.
Yeah, you know, I taught her how to dance.
That's awesome.
Aw,
thank you.
And you did perform with me there
I
too, so
did.
how come you hide your video dancing?
You know, sometimes they say for you to want something done, you have to do it yourself.
That's true, that's true.
I wanted a recording, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit back and record because I didn't know anybody else, you know.
That's true.
I was thinking ahead of today.
You are smart.
I'm blessed. Okay, so thank you. By the way, we have aumusome guys making things happen back there, and it's like, oh, we're gonna play Lidia's video.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Thank you, Malik. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Back to me.
Yeah, back to you. I'm gonna pass the baton. So Karuza, how did you get into this part of art, like the DJ?
Part?
Yeah.
I started off playing, just playing at parties that I would go to, family parties. You know, we Africans, we party for everything.
Oh yeah. We don't even need a reason. It's like
we don't
we're
need a
alive.
reason,
Let's
so
party. Yeah.
I just started playing music there, and my music choice is very good, so people ask me to DJ more and more. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got my equipment, then I started getting calls for like bigger events, bigger shows, birthday parties, weddings, and then that's where it kind of took off.
Does it sometimes get too much?
No, because I enjoy it. So
You enjoy it. It's not work.
no,
Yeah.
No.
So how do you like stay motivated though? Like to go like search for new songs? Because I'm sure you have to do some research and, you know, how do you stay motivated to keep doing what you're doing and stay awesome at it?
For me, knowing where I can end up, so knowing that I can travel every part of the world and seeing where Afro beats is now, and knowing that's going to be the next big, what's a big thing now is going to be big for the next 10, 20 years.
Right. That's
That's
motivation.
motivation enough.
Yeah.
Seeing all these guys do it now, all these guys and girls do it now. That's
I love
motivation
it.
enough.
So what's for example, well, I'll just ask you, Lidia, right away. Like,
Okay.
what motivates you for the singing, for example, right? You like to sing and you like to perform. What would you say is your biggest like motivation?
My biggest motivation is actually after everything, that comments I receive afterward. It's usually the one that motivates me, because I usually do it for fun, but I don't like, I used to not like being on stage. I just do it. But then when I'm up there and then people's like, you know what? You touch me. You have a beautiful voice. You can actually sing. Why don't you do this more? So I feel like, you know what? I don't want to let them down. And, it's like my dad always say, people always remember how you make them feel. So that's what I want to, just that impact of how you make people feel at the end of the day. And I think that's what motivates me to do a lot of projects and arts, or either dancing or singing, or either do like promotion wise, when we bring in some of these artists that come from Africa. It's just like how we do the show. I the people at the end of the show gonna be happy about it.
But
Yeah.
did you bring you brought someone recently. What was the guy?
Basically, it was Due Concept that brought Burna Boy. So we were just working with them backstage, you know, hospitality, production-wise, and everything. Yeah.
Well, who was the guy that came from Congo?
Oh, that was Fali Ipupa. Yeah, I feel like he's like the best, you know, like entertainer out there. He just loves, you know, it's so great when you work with artists that love being on stage and they love the, you know, the crowd and stuff. So yeah, that was Fali Ipupa. You know,
Were you part of the people that brought them?
No, I wasn't part. Well, I was okay. I was part of the people, but the main people for the back end. I was doing mostly of managing stage.
Okay.
Like, you know, stage management. So that's where my job was. Most of the time, that's what I do. So,
Right. Yeah, because you said you like to do things from the back.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want the front, you don't want to do the front end. I see that already, you know, your statement.
Stage management, the present and everything, that's me. So, yeah.
So, I think I asked you this personally like a long time ago, but are you working on something personally as far as music? Is that in your roadmap?
You should make her sing. We should hear her voice. We're not gonna put her on the spot like that. So we'll
We'll do it after.
Later. So a lot of people have been asking that same question. Lidia, you have to come up with something. So I was like, you know what? 2021, I am gonna start working on.
2021.
I mean 2020.
Okay.
I know. So people were like, okay, the first one that I did was a cover from one of my friend, DJ Skipper. He's from Cameroon, very good artist, called Love at First Sight. I did a cover for that and put it on YouTube, and everyone was like, oh my God, you should try to, you know, come out and actually do something of your own. And the person that motivates me a lot, and I have to put his name out there, Papa Shalita.
Oh my God. Shout out to Papa Shalita. Double hands up in the air. Papa Shalita. He's awesome.
He is so great, and he just loves young artists that are coming out, and he has been pushing me and motivating me. Anything that he's doing, he just want to make sure that I'm there. He believes in me a lot. So it's like, you know, when you have people like that that you surround yourself with, and they just believes in you, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should. Yeah, I can do this. That means that I do have talent. So
yes, exactly. And he's been doing this for so long. So if he tells you you're good, you're good.
Yes, because he introduced the African music to Minnesota.
State Fair has been having him there forever.
Oh yes. That video was actually from the State Fair. People loved it. So so I've been working with Papa Shalita for a while now. I think it was since 2000 and I don't know, either 11 or 12. So when they used to do Marimba Africa, I was there. So when they needed a singer, they called and I was there. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So
2020, we're going to look for you. Now you said it. Everybody has heard it. It's out in the world.
Yes, it's out in the world.
We're gonna send it to your village people in Congo. At least one song. She's making clear. At least one song. She didn't say a whole album.
I didn't say album.
We're gonna do one song, and then we're gonna dance for you, right?
Of course.
Okay. And then you're gonna DJ. Come on, you're gonna DJ. We're in it. So.
Yes.
Okay, we're marking it.
Ready, I'm pumped.
We're marking it. That's awesome. So as far as the next step for you, just like in the near future, you know, what are you looking forward to? I know we're having you on the 22nd. You're going to be at the African Global Roots. We're really excited to hear you sing there.
Yes, I know. That was kind of exciting.
It just came up, right? It was like,
I was called to this, like, do you want to do it? I'm like, you know what? Why not? Yeah, because I did perform at the Kenyan Independence event last night. Oh, okay. They brought one of these legends from Congo, and we performed with her along with Papa Shalita, of course, with his band, and that was fun. So I was called to them and say, hey, do you want to be part of the singers and musicians? I was like, oh, really? Okay, so why not? Again.
Yeah, I know, because 40 years from now, we'll be talking about you. You'll be like, you know what, 40 years ago, we were part of this Pan-African movement, you know?
Yes, yes, I love that. It's always good to be part of great things, and great vision. So I'm excited.
That's good. We are too.
You're around all these great artists.
I know, me too. I'm going to come early and get my food and my drink.
Oh, and I heard you're going to be singing too.
I'm dancing.
Sorry, dancing.
Okay. I told you to sing.
So
I sing your karaoke. Everybody bring your dancing shoes. Afrocontigbo is gonna get you moving.
Yes, yes.
Is there something else you're looking forward to in the near future? What are your thoughts about like the near future? What are you looking forward to?
I don't know. Like for near future, you know, it's kind of like something similar, but you know, near future just wanted to come up with something where, well, this is what I want to see. Like get all these young local artists come together and throw a big concert. So that's what I've been I'm looking forward to it. It's just amazing. Some idea. I know I did talk to some people about it. So I think, you know, instead of like bringing all these big people from outside, well, they're not from outside, they're from Africa. Right. But like, you know, just to get these new artists, they're working so hard, they're so talented. Yes, you know, I see some people like Caroline Naomi, Caroline. And, you know, other artists, Snow T, they're so good. You know, these are young kids and
Sweets.
Sweets, you know, Togawa, yes, you know, Elvis J, you know, I have there's so many of them that I work with them.
There's so many.
There's so many of them, and they are so good, you know, so that's I always love, you know, doing all these, you know, production, you know, just managing, you know, you get to meet a lot of artists that they're just so talented, they're so hungry, you know, to show their stuff out there, and we need to appreciate them. So,
that's true. I love it. So we have to talk about that later, because I think Temple Afrique is willing to help with things like that. That's what it's about, like, you know, entertainment and music, bringing up the young folks and putting them in the limelight, you know, and all together we can do it.
Yes, I think we can. Yeah, we need to hear them. Yeah, you'll be surprised. We can't wait for them to be famous. Then we're like, oh yeah, I know them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
What about you, Karuza? You were naming some names out there, so you're well connected in here.
I'm trying to get more connected, but I know a lot of dope artists. Like I DJ for Fanaka, Sweets, Togar, Shaifi. So yeah,
those are. I know some of those people. They're pretty entertaining. I'm gonna try to bring them here next time.
Yeah, you should. That'd be awesome.
So what are your goals in the near future? What's next for you? What's coming up for you?
More shows. I'm planning a festival. I don't talk about it too much, but I want to do like a big festival in Minnesota, similar to what she was just talking about. So like a big African festival outside that feels like home. So if you've been to Africa, you know a lot of the things are outside. If you go to the islands, they have big parties on the beaches and things like that. So I want to do something like that that's heavy Afro beats.
Nice.
So I think that'd be.
Why just Afro beats?
Not just Afro. Of course, I would.
I mean, you're excluding other stuff now. There's a lot of African music out there.
There's a hip hop.
They have sukus.
Oh yeah, it's the all involved. These days, Afro beats they just say it more like.
It's just we just put it together.
We gotta clarify.
That's all we're gonna see. Just kidding. We gotta clarify.
We clump it together. Afrobeats is
right.
Thing,
because I think Afrobeats is the word that like others know. You know, like the public who are not African. But we know that there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
But they don't know. When they say Afrobeats, it's like African music. Sometimes, because I teach a class and it's called Afrobeats Fitness. But in my class, I play like South African music, Congolese music.
Last night. I was DJing. I played a little bit of everything. I played Afro beats, reggae. You know.
You be sleeping on me, huh?
I know. I'll be stalking you. What's start stalking you? Don't tell me, Lidia, leave me alone.
No. I like stalkers. I welcome it.
Okay, good.
Last night, Afrocontigbo turned 5 years old.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Thank you
for all that you do.
Yes.
I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it's not a one-man job. I have a bunch of people that are always out there helping out, trying to make things happen. So that was, I mean, since we're talking about that, let me just give a shout out real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
So I'm not really going to name names because I'm going to regret it because I might forget someone. But hey, if you showed up yesterday in that cold weather, looked for parking, walked up the stairs, came in, paid your little $5. Hey, we appreciate you. Because without you, we are nothing. Nobody can do one thing by themselves. You know, if you don't have people that support you, what are you going to do?
That's true.
Nothing.
That's true.
So no matter how hard working I might be, or somebody else, you know, if I don't have people that believe in me, that want to support me, nothing is going to happen.
That is true.
Unless I'm praying for a miracle, you know. And even then, you still need somebody to listen, you know. So I just want to say a big thank you for all the Afrocontigbo supporters all across the country and the world, because I know a lot of people, of course, my people from Nigeria be like tapping in and hitting like, you know. We appreciate you, because that's encouraging. It's motivating when people like hit the like button even.
Yeah,
you know, true. It's even more encouraging when you like use the Cash App $Afrocontigbo. But hey, I really do appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna get off that soapbox.
My shout out to.
Yes, good.
Korma, thank you for bringing all the young people together. I was there yesterday, so I saw.
You were a DJ. You made us move.
There was definitely a vibe. I mean, the vibe of the room speaks more volume than the amount of people there.
That's
so
true.
The people that was there was a vibe, and there was plenty of people there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Thank you for bringing younger people together. Thank you for doing what you do. We appreciate you, and keep it up.
Thank you.
You are amazing, though.
Hey, my head is like,
well, that's what motivates you, right?
Yes. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, but you know what? Today's not about me, though. So let's go back.
We can appreciate you.
I know, right? I know. I'm just getting shy. I'm getting red. If I was like lighter skin, I'll be red. But now I'm like purple because I'm blushing, you know. Okay. Sorry, that's a bad joke. But anyway. So about like, I'm wondering about like collaborations, right? So if you think about who you think is your favorite artist in this entire universe, you know, someone you would like to be on stage with and work with to some degree. Just think about that for a second.
I already know the answer.
You already know. Okay, tell me.
I've known it for a long time. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z, he's not an Afrobeats artist or anything.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
He's awesome, and
Yeah.
that's the person I've been wanting to collab with for a long time. So, right.
Hey, I know a little bit of Jay-Z. Okay.
Since like 2011.
You've been a fan.
I've been a fan since 2011. So
right.
That's the main person. But otherwise, anybody who's dope, anybody whose sounds dope.
Yeah.
I'm willing to.
You're willing to.
I'm
Okay.
willing to collaborate.
All right, Jay-Z. Maybe we'll hear this. You never know.
Let him see it.
You never
Contact me, Jay-Z.
Contact him. Contact the brother. Look out for brother Jay-Z. What about you, Lidia?
Oh boy. Yeah, you guys may not know his name, but this will be like Lidia Sanguma. I feel like he's like the best singer out there.
Lidia
Sanguma. He does a lot of like guitar, and he has like amazing voice. He does a lot of, you know, just like natural music, and some of his songs are always a lot of message. Music, so I would like to collaborate with them. Other than that, everybody's good. Of course, my boy Fali Pupa. I can go with him as well. So yeah, there's like a lot of artists out there that I would like to collaborate with. Yeah.
Where's Lidia from?
Lidia is from Congo.
Okay.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of good Congolese music.
Being biased.
I'm not being biased, so
all things Congo.
Hold on, let me just say this for any real artist out there that is in Africa, okay? They know some of the best musicians come from Congo, so they do respect that. So I'm not being biased.
You're about to start a war.
I'm not the only musician, some of the musicians that we look up to, they will tell you that people that they, you know, followed before they became somebody are actually some people from Congo. But the person that I would have loved if they were still alive for me to do something with was Miriam Makeba. You know, because she's not alive. That's the reason why I cannot, you know. But
I see you sing her song.
I sing that song. She is, my goodness. Like, when she sang, you'll be like, this is what you came to this world to do. So she was amazing. So if she was still alive, she's like my biggest.
Are you going to sing her song on the 22nd?
Unfortunately, no. But if there's time, of course, I would do some.
We can make it happen.
Yeah, if we make it happen.
We can twist your hands.
Yes, but yeah, she is the greatest. Like, yeah, I
There's
love
time
them.
today, or are you talking about on the 22nd?
Huh?
22nd.
Oh, okay.
You trying to get her to sing today.
No, honestly, I thought you said there's time today, but okay.
I just want to hear you sing too, because you say you're an artist, right?
Yeah, I don't sing though.
Oh,
I don't
He
sing.
makes music.
But you know, these days you can do a little bit of melody. You know,
I'll shake it.
I don't have to sing, but
It's true. It's true. You can put electronics too. You know, make something up.
there's so many different
You know,
ways.
speaking of the Congolese music, though, when I started dancing many years ago in my village, it was mainly traditional music, mainly because my grandma was really into it. And so it was like a traditional thing, but it was just for fun, you know, just with the family. But then as I got older and I became more, I guess, with the world, the first introduction to music was Congolese music, because then Afrobeats wasn't that big of a deal. You know, it was like still, it was like Fela was doing a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of Fela's music is different, right? The style is different for dancing, but Congolese music is they hit those beats that the traditional
drums.
music.
It's heavy
Yeah,
drums.
exactly.
More
And
up-tempo.
guitar,
That's what
yes.
Afrobeats mainly is drums.
Exactly.
Drums, and
So it
drums
kind of
connects with
goes-
the mind and the heart. That's a whole nother topic, but
Mind and the heart, yes, I like it. Drums, mind and heart.
yeah.
You could, I feel like you could go on that topic for a
Go
while.
on that topic. I can go on and on with that topic. But
But yeah, I like all music. All music, as long as it has drums to it.
Oh yes,
I'm in.
As long as they get you, like
Yeah.
even me growing up, I listened to we were exposed to a lot of music as well. You know, everywhere. You know, just if you were like one of the artists out there, you know, African music was not, it was not going abroad. So those few music that will, actually go out of Africa, you listen to it. So for me, it's like, I feel like every different type of music, it has its own time.
Yes, exactly.
So you have like, last time was like Sukus, then
Yeah.
Makosa, then you have Coupé Décalé,
Ndombolo.
Ndombolo, and now you have Afrobeat. So you're like, okay, what's gonna come next? So that's what I'm like, with music is always one thing that, crosses over.
Yeah, it's a
but
lot.
besides that, there's always those type of music, they're still there.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
we're just waiting to see who's gonna create what next. So you might, come up with a different,
I'm working- I'm
African
working-
beats. Now it's not gonna be Afro beats anymore. It might be something different. Now you're gonna have Weezer beats. Yes.
And I love traditional music. Like I love tradition. All the stuff my mom and them were listening to, that's what I love. And that's what is into Afrobeats now.
Right.
But just a different style. It's not even a different style. It's just,
Exactly. Slightly different.
a little bit.
So what I'm hearing is you're gonna make music, you make beats, and so there's a very big possibility that you guys are gonna work together.
No problem.
And create
I don't mind
something.
working.
Me neither. I don't
You
mind
never know, right?
collab- I don't mind collabing.
Okay, so we're almost towards the end of like our little section here.
Okay.
This is so much fun. But I want us to say like just a little bit something interesting about you that some people might not know right away from looking at, if I stalked you all day, all night, there's some things I just wouldn't know about you, right? So anything you want to share, no pressure, okay? Just share something interesting about you. I don't know. What do you think, Lidia?
He can go first.
You can go first. She passed the
So
baton.
that people would not know about me. I'm one
Yeah.
of 5 siblings. I'm the only boy.
Oh, wow.
So I have 4 sisters.
I can feel that, though. I can
Yeah?
feel that. Because I have a brother, and he has 4 sisters.
How can you feel it?
Because the way that you relate, I think, to other females around you,
Maybe I just like woman business.
maybe you do.
I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, it's true. I've heard it before.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Now we know.
Yeah, now you know.
Okay. So I do a lot of things. One thing that I know people will not know about me, or usually very surprised when I say I'm a preacher's kid. They're like, "What? You are a pastor's kid?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh,
Or they're like, "You go to church?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. So yes, that's the only thing. Or maybe most of the time they're just confused. Like, what country
What
are
are
you
you
from?
doing that we don't know about?
Yes, like what do you do? I'm like, yes, I'm just a woman with many talents, and they're just hitting. I just pop out here once in a while
Once in
and
a
go back
while.
in. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, and do you do something else besides your art? Are you have a side hustle?
Yes, I'm an administrator
people
at a
do,
bank.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
most people do.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's kind of very difficult for an artist to just have that one single thing. And then you have to look at it like a lot of artists, you know, especially when you're just starting, people usually don't see the effort that you put into the work that you do. So I'll give an example.
Go ahead.
I used to do traditional dance with drums, you know, Christian and all those stuff. So they'll come in, they'll be like, okay, we're gonna do drumming and blah blah blah. So what's your price? You put $300. Cheapest thing ever. It's like it's the end of the world.
Right.
But you don't see the time, the effort that you put into learning.
You're thinking you're going to be there for
culture.
10 minutes. Why are we going to pay you $300?
Exactly.
And we practice.
Exactly.
You have to trade. 5 people are going to drive over there with their whole instruments, their outfit.
Everything. So, you know, it's very hard for, you know, you'll see like few people that really, you know, cherish arts. You know, they cherish arts and they will actually invest in it because
especially African art.
Yes,
I feel like it's the most undervalued.
Yes, it is very undervalued. But then when you go outside of Africans, then you will see people that pay good money. So if you don't have that connection, it is hard for them. So you have to, you know, have a side hustle in order for you to, you know.
Unless you have rich mommy and daddy that you can, like, you know, live with and pay it, but nobody got that.
Or the rich mommy and daddy say, sorry, you're supposed to be a doctor. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about that?
Like she said, but people just don't want to be accepting of new things.
Right.
I think that's one of the biggest things. They're just they'd rather pay what they're used to, pay more money to what they're used to than something new, fresher, more energy. Everybody likes it, but they'll try to shorten that person and pay the money to who they're used to. So they're just devaluing certain things.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm done. 2020, I'm not doing any free thing anymore. So if you can't pay, then you don't have any value.
Supposed to do my free stuff.
No, me and you. No, me and you. Our deal carries over. Some people our deal carries over, but otherwise, you know, I think if we don't stand our ground, then people will continue.
And it's not just standing your ground, it's just trying to make them understand as well that, okay, this is the time. Or if, you know, a musician, let me say a guitarist, how did they learn how to play guitar? Or somebody like me who sings in many different languages. Okay, I don't know Yoruba, but guess what? I can get up there and I will learn and I will sing it like I'm actually from Nigeria and people don't know. So what do you think that effort took for me to, you know, to go out there and present your culture the way you wanted it, and I'm not even from your area. So it takes time. It's just letting them know, okay, this is what it is. Just it's not just like a talent that you wake up and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It's just something that
you have to learn the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's every job.
And you have to know your worth. Know your worth so you can price people according to your worth. Most young people do not know their worth. They just they don't know how talented they are, but then again, they don't have anybody telling them how talented they are. So we as a people need to, you see that young person doing well, tell them, I like what you're doing, you're doing amazing, keep it up. And then connect them to somebody who's doing something so that way they can push further.
Sometimes when I'm performing, I tell the crowd, if you're liking this, I need you to come over here and throw dollars, because I don't know how else that I know that you're liking it. You know?
Something with DJing, it's refreshing to see people dancing, like, because then you know they're feeling your vibe. Right. I don't like when people come out and they just sit down like they're too good to do something. That's
You don't know that they value it. But I found that with Minnesota crowd, not the African crowd, but like the Minnesota crowd, I think because they don't know, we have to educate them. Like you said, we have to tell them. So whenever you have a chance, it's like you have to invite people. You know, it's like it's okay for you to come here and dance with us. It's okay for you to come here and give us money. True. It's okay for you to give us feedback. You know, like be engaged. You know, so. But anyways, this has been a lovely chat. I mean, we have to kind of round up, but we have to chat more because I think there's a lot of more, like the ideas that are thrown around. You know, they're very similar and kind of different, but.
I'm willing to support whoever have an idea. I'm always there, you know, like with people. Trust me, you know, sometimes I charge, sometimes I don't charge, just depending on, you know, the vision. But, you know, those who knows me and worked with me, you know, I am there to help. As long as I can just promote. I don't care what country you are from. Like, just hit me up and say, okay, Lidia, we need this and stuff like that. I just want to see African you know, go back to where we used to be, you know, the top of the world kind of people. So, yeah, that's what I'm there for. So, yeah.
Second that, I agree. And the only way for us to win is if we move forward together. We have to move forward together and support each other. That's the only way we're going to win.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that if anybody needs help out there, they can reach out to you guys.
Well, you already know me.
You can negotiate. I know. So
even if I can't physically be present, I will do something to send somebody else there. I can post your flyer or you know, do something like that. So
that's awesome.
Definitely reach out.
I mean, I've been privileged to do this show, and everybody I've had on here, honestly, has had the same idea. Like, we're Africans. We want to help make Africa great. We can have the same idea,
but we have to do it.
And we have to.
We have to.
So who's pushing towards it? How about that?
That's
you know, like we're talking.
Is pushing.
Who's pushing for it? You know, like who's gonna?
Malik is like, what you doing for?
Yeah. Because if I put my foot in, I'm expecting everybody to jump on board.
Then that's where you come in. You're the event manager person. Yeah. So you
come in and do stuff. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But okay, so guys, how can somebody contact you if they need, for example, DJ services? For example, they need a singer or event manager. Like, how can they reach you?
I am on Instagram, XXKARUZA, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. So
the same word, XXKARUZA.
Facebook is actually Karuza, but I'm not on Facebook plenty.
Okay.
So XX Karuza will find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
You do email?
I do email, yep.
Karuza as well?
Email is Wello Movement. It's
Wello
WELLO Movement @gmail.com.
Okay, and we'll share that information on the Facebook too. But okay, that's great. What about you, Mama?
Well, you can get me on Instagram at Lidia Sang, which is just LIDIA, because I know people usually put LY. Or you can find me on Facebook, same thing, Lidia Sanguma on Facebook, or you can just lsanguma@gmail.com. Or you can call me too. I always pick up my phone number. But yeah.
That's great. All right.
So yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time today.
Thank you. This is a great show.
I appreciate you guys. Beautiful. This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having
me. And we'll be back next month, so you guys tune in to see who we're gonna have on board. Okay. It's gonna be amazing every time. Yeah. And then we can figure out how we're doing this. We're going to implement this stuff, right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Sir Perfect. Thank you, audience. We'll see you later. Ciao.
That was dope.
Yes.
Nouveau à Minneapolis, Tempo Afrique Travel. Vous voulez voyager? Achetez vos billets d'avion à l'agence de voyage Tempo Afrique Travel. Avec l'agence de voyage Tempo Afrique Travel, pas de problème de connexion. Pas de problème de transfert de vol. Avec l'agence de voyage Tempo Afrique Travel, c'est le voyage en toute tranquillité, en toute beauté, de votre maison jusqu'à votre destination. Votre satisfaction est notre plaisir.